I'll lead the way. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Look there. I espy another statue.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Your entrance. Many thanks. Take this, with my...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
We could obtain some rare materials here, if it pleases you, Master.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows. The Arisen has been torched. Quick, douse the flames! Themselves when grappled like this. Over here, if you would. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I'd wager there's more to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Over here, if you please. Tis this way. Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
This should be of use.
Put your back into it!
Slit your bleeding throat!
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
If our destination is a distant one,
What delights will there be to find in town today?
Fancy a look at my wares?
You! You! You!
might you be looking for? Always another errand to see to.
You!
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Tranquil places such as this.
You! How dare you!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there?
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. If aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
We shall... Above all, we will have need of allies to our...
It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another...
We shall see how bold you are in arms.
Do not test me.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
This town must have mayhap a seek out a town I've yet to visit.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
What else needs doing?
Well, they say the old bloody place is watching.
Living's hard. Dreams are free.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain unseen, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task is our responsibility. We must strive to see it fulfilled.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
This armor's seen better days.
All this quiet makes me itch.
This armor's seen better days.
This place is lovely. I might stay here. There's got to be a way to earn more coin than this.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Gladly stay a while. Working this feat all I know. I'm not stopping.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
What's this? We're under attack!
If we use our heads, we play right into the enemy.
Understood. Avoid flame at any cost. But be out. I grant you roaring flame. Did my best to match your skill, Master. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Stomach's complaining. Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Sets my fingers down dark paths, this place.
Pleasant spot to while away an afternoon.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. If you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess straight. You did it once afore, eh? Only...
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them as swiftly and ensure the village is safe.
Careful now.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your word.
The Arisen has been torched. Quick, douse the flames!
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
'Thank you, Sir Arisen. That's twice now we've a long road ahead. But fear not. Harvey.
'Twas a surprise to find someone living out here. And an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time. It would seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you. You and my... I pray my efforts aid your cause. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. Expect...
I dare say I've accomplished a few feats to be proud of, at least.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Shall we make for Burnworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance. Over here, if you please. Thing we rested when we did.
We must not put down our guard. You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
Learned of a shortcut near here while traveling beyond the rift. Shall we make use of it? Over here, if you would. Pawns are not permitted within the castle. I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance. Over here, if you please.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flame!
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb.
Over here. If you please. aware of the particulars. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Over here, if you would.
'Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Over here, if you please.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Over here, if you please.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Rest assured, Master. You'll hear nary an idle word from me. Twas a fine journey we shared. Wherever you're traveling, if we share our strengths, we can begin formulating...
Say, well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again, as if that wasn't queer enough. He's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
that treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
In my line of business,
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in... all Vernworth. Much obliged.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Kinda hard. I'm barely scraping by.
been a hard day. Long, I almost forgot why I'm here.
I ought to turn in for them.
I wonder what rumors Alara has in store.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
It's had rowdy. I can't complain.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
I'll feel a sight better once I'm money.
No shortage of easy marks.
Ought to try to enjoy it.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Some might find pleasure in my words.
Welcome. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you were to meet the one who would falsely claim the title. Shall we make for Burnworth Palace? I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged.
But I've no wisdom to offer.
Look, as long as... Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find. Well met, sir.
This looks as good a place as any.
How am I to pay these debts? Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
My back.
Slim pickings of late. Am I losing my touch?
Would you mind coming over here? I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course.
We shall remain here.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored.
Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
'Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
I'm partial to a little...
To the Sovereign's health, and a kingdom at peace.
This is why it's a shame.
Our first sovereign in decades.
If you've naught to say, I'd better...
there's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to...
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
One dance, and my hair's in disarray.
A breath of fresh air is just what
My
I need.
list of duties grows ere longer. 'Twould seem our sovereign has recovered enough to walk. Word reached my ear that he would be attending, though I've yet to espy him.
No doubt he must first meet with the Queen Regent. Though mayhap he wishes not to show his face for aught.
Another fancy party hosted by the... Now, we who are gathered here are...
I would fain aid you.
Another ale cup. You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, aye? Next time, don't leave all...
I find it liberating to hide.
I received my invitation.
Not a single heavy purse.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Let's make haste.
I do so enjoy
So, tell me...
Surely these extravagancies... I'm just grateful I can meet you.
What is life without a little spice?
My sword arm could use some work. Dull days for us are a sign that all
Gets a style.
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
I'd be better off a hermit.
What is life without a little spice?
Whatever am I to do? Everyone who dances with me complains of... Now this is a conundrum.
These festivities are part...
'Twouldn't do to meddle.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Is this fast?
A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth.
How to proceed?
Have circumstantial contrived to
What is
entertain.
life without a little spice?
Such quietude is a blessing.
Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
Another ale can't...
Partial to a little quiet from time to time.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now. Just between you and me, my survey missions through my task is to seek out items of 'tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
The same tired faces and the same tired frocks.
Is no less important to Thames.
All this merrymaking is a joy to...
Another ale cup.
Now, we who are gathered here...
Crowns and politics are no concern.
I'm frightfully busy.
Best to remain sober.
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation. I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
Another ale cup.
After market I go.
Got to focus. My head will roll.
You're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what we like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
was hoping we'd get no fruits tonight.
Which way?
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the town.
You fool enough to fall for it?
Could use a dash of salt.
Look
I'd fight better if I had an L to keep me warm.
Mistakes this time
The rules at your neck.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if 'tis no simple matter to infiltrate the castle should you fall into the hands of the guards. However, a sentry loyal to me will be on duty at the time of... I am afraid she will be unable to aid you directly. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Would you mind coming over here?
There's adventure to be had if one only seeks it. Everyone's as tired as I am.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows...
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Just wait for the new equipment to come in. Don't complain, like.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there?
Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the
Money can buy
Sometimes I wonder,
comfort, but not happiness.
I could see
While away an afternoon here.
What that's such...
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Quite the predicament.
At your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim? It strikes me that we have not visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
nodded off for a moment there.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. 'Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast. I'm in no hurry to face one again. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Wish I could go on an adventure. I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I must remember to dust the shelves.
Time to be heading.
Dead on my feet. I'm in fine fettle today.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
A flexible vocation, suited to bolstering our band where reinforcement is most needed.
Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
Lots to do, and precious little time. Gotta make room for my next ship.
To enjoy life where and when I can.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good will come of this.
Caution, cowardice, fire. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
It's this way.
'Tis a bit far. Perhaps we might employ the services of an ox cart.
I've a selection of wares that should... Order, please. Hope to see you again.
It's been a hard day. I see life as a journey.
Hoy, an odd fellow went into Ulrika's house just now. Might have been...
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our... Yet twice now, as the dragon set upon this village, the fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the... Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned no...
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent... If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason!
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray,
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent.
came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. I wanted to tell you that, if not. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be all who seek to abet her will be tried in turn.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your word. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of—
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, for the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting— As for where she went, I do not know. It would be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen—
You a traveller? Well, I'll not pry, but I used to be a sellsword, see? If you're anything like me, once you've reached, they'll be able to teach you a skill of—
I've trained for this. Life's been pretty kind
Well
to
met,
me.
sir.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
Here at the inn, we also offer check. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
Where to now?
Might as well head home.
The world could use more places like this.
The other day, they ill favour living— I understand they're reluctant, not to mention their tongue is a Know you of the brine? Shallow waters. Becoming a feast for the brine isn't a—
It would benefit us all if the roads were—
to tie my boots.